Hey guys, this is video 2 in the series of me talking to a camera. Just out on a walk right now and enjoying the good weather. I was kind of sick of being in front of my computer, so I was like, you know what, why not just come out and just chat to the camera, just dump my thoughts for a little bit for the next 5 minutes or so. Really trying to make it a good point to dial in my health and fitness routine. Just even if I'm not going to the gym for the day, just at least try and get my 10,000 steps a day. I track all my steps on my my Apple Watch here, and I'm at 7,300 right now, so almost 75% of the goal, which is good. That can be hard to hit sometimes, especially if I've got pretty long days with development and sales calls and stuff. But yeah, I mean, I can go into my fitness routine a little bit more. Walking is one big thing. And obviously, going to the gym, eating clean, that's another thing. Those are two things that it's really just the foundation of those three things. It's just, getting enough physical activity in, getting your diet dialed in, and sleep too. Sleep out of those three things. So I'd say my fitness and my food are pretty well dialed in. I prep all my meals either every Saturday or Sunday, and I hate cooking, right? So I just cook everything all at once, just like chicken, beef, whatever, with some vegetables and maybe some carbs and stuff too. But I put them all into containers, all into like pre-portioned containers too. I know some people are like, Matt, like, why are you such a freak about this? But it's really about that resistance factor of, if there's any point in resistance for you to be able to eat the foods you need to be eating, you're going to end up taking the path of least resistance, right? So if there's like a bag of chips, or if there's maybe a McDonald's like two minutes away from your house, you're going to do that instead of eating the food that you made yourself, right? And so I always just make it a point, like especially when I go out to the library and work, I bring a container with the food that I have. So yeah, it makes it super easy. I don't even have to think about it. When it comes to tracking macros and stuff, super easy. Just like three pre-portioned meals, put it into MyFitnessPal, and that's all I need. But yeah, it's really the sleep part that I'm kind of struggling with right now. And really, like, for no particular reason. It's not like I'm staying up super late to work, because I hate working past 5 or 6 p.m. It's just my brain is kind of fried at that point. Or I kind of just want to take a few minutes, or not a few minutes, like a few hours before going to sleep. And I don't know, it's the doom scrolling, if you know what I mean, right? YouTube. See, I don't have TikTok, I don't have Instagram either, and that's by design too. I think they just cause too much of a distraction for the amount of gain that I get out of the platforms. So, but with YouTube, I learn everything. Like really everything that I just shared, that's all stuff I learned from YouTube. I credit that to all the creators, the fitness creators out there. And so YouTube's such a valuable resource for me. And putting this video onto YouTube too. So, but the thing that's really tricky is controlling your time. How much time you're actually putting into the platform when it comes to really your consumption. Because I'm a huge proponent of being a producer instead of a consumer. I think there's really, as technology has evolved over time, and with just with the rise of fast food, with the rise of instant gratification, the level of consumption in this world is drastically increasing. And I'd say, in my opinion, to levels that where they shouldn't be. You know what I mean? And it's like, you see people walking down the street and they're just doom scrolling on TikTok, Instagram, YouTube Shorts. Shorts get me all the time. If there was some way to disable shorts on YouTube, I would have done that by now. I actually have Chrome extensions on my computer to get rid of literally all parts, like even the recommended section, like those videos get to me too. Like I get into rabbit holes pretty easily. So so when I'm working, like sometimes I need to look at a YouTube video to figure out like, oh, how can I do this certain thing? Or it's like, oh, if there's something I need to implement with some sort of like coding framework, sometimes a good short YouTube video would really help with that. But if there's a way on your phone to disable all of that, like if there's some way to have Chrome extensions but on your phone, that would be super great. Apparently that's not a thing, which is sad. So but yeah, I go through cycles of deleting the YouTube app and then reinstalling it again, and then at night when I'm like, oh, let me just like watch a couple YouTube videos, 3 hours go by, it's like 1 a.m. I'm like, dude, I'm supposed to wake up at 6-7 o'clock tomorrow morning. What is wrong with me? And I kind of just get into this cycle of, like having good intentions in the morning. I'm like, okay, today's the day I'm going to go to sleep on time. It's really getting to sleep on time, which is the problem for me. Less so of the me waking up, because I have people are probably going to think I'm a psychopath, but I literally have a timer. So so to put this a little bit easier, I've got one of those smart outlet plugs that you would plug into your, like you would plug it into your outlet, and then I have my lamp next to my bed, and I'll plug that in, and then I have a timer on my phone that I set, so it's Wi-Fi enabled. So I literally have the lights turn on right when my alarm goes off. So it's like, it makes it super, super hard for me to stay in bed. So like for me to wake up on time, that's not a problem. It's just going to sleep on time and getting enough sleep in. That's the tricky part for me. And I find it takes a while to get adapted to that sleep regimen. Because like when I was still at school, I mean, I just graduated school this year. That's a whole nother conversation. I'll probably talk about that maybe tomorrow on episode 3. But yeah, when I was at school, like I still had this problem at school, like just to varying degrees, but like it would take a while for me to get into that routine. But like once I'm in that, it's like it's solid. But then sometimes you'd have like a night out with people, or you just have something going on the weekend or something, and it would screw up your entire sleep schedule. It's like I spent a month trying to get this dialed in, and then a couple nights I'm like, I've got my phone in my hand, maybe watch a couple more YouTube videos, and then it's like 2 a.m. right? So something I'm still struggling with to this day. I'd say for the past 2 weeks or so, things have been getting a little bit better, especially with me getting out of the house recently. With I was talking about this yesterday about going to the library every day to do my work, and just having that as a systemized routine really helps with me with my just my overall well-being. So I'd say I'll wrap it up there for today. I'll catch you guys tomorrow.